Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope you're having an incredible day. Now guys, this is the last of a series of videos I've been making on growing a few of the cactus seeds I'm growing this year from seed. And this one is going to be Epiphyllum, two different types of Epiphyllum. Over the past week I've sowed a variety of different types of cactus seeds. And so this is going to be the last in the Sowing Cactus Seeds series this week, and finishing it with Epiphyllum. And two different, they're sort of the same variety crossed with each other. I've got Epiphyllum Mrs. G Boheme times Chi Chi Castanango, and also Epiphyllum Chi Chi Castanangnum times Mrs. G Boheme. And these are two Epiphyllums from my own plants that actually were gifted as cuttings from my wonderful friend Shane Walsh, and they flowered last year, the most remarkable of beautiful flowers, and I cross-pollinated both of them, and they both produced big juicy seed pods. And I harvested the seed in the October of last year 2017, and now it's June 2018, and I'm going to be sowing them. So extra special, it's seeds from my own plants. And as I say, Epiphyllum is much easier to propagate from cuttings. They root very easily from cuttings. Seeds is a very long drawn out process, but because they're seeds from plants, from my own plants, and that I pollinated myself, it makes it extra exciting to be sowing Epiphyllum from seed. But as I say, if it's just purely for propagation purposes, you will be better off taking cuttings. This is more of a novelty for me to be sowing these from seed, so very exciting. And as I say, first one is Epiphyllum Mrs. G Boheme times Chi Chi Castanango. And what's amazing, although these have been crossed with each other, they're very different seeds in the sizes of them, very different in size. So first of all, I'm going to be doing this one. Now, as I've mentioned in the other series of videos I've been making on the seed sowing vlogs here, I like to sterilise the soil to reduce the chances of fungal attacks and that. And I also like to put them in the baggies for about 3 months before I let them out the bags. This helps to keep the humidity in and stops them annoying tiny little flies, fungus gnats from attacking the roots when they first germinate. And then I find after 3 months or so, they're sort of strong enough then to come out on their own on the bags. But this is just my personal choice, and links up above to a video and also down below in the about section on how to grow cactus from seed. And it's a video I've made in a detailed step-by-step procedure on what I do to grow cacti from seed, and why I like to sterilise the soil and use the baggies. So do check that video out, guys, if you have not grown from seed before. Cacti and succulents as well, same method also for both. So anyway, enough of my waffle. I shall then sow these. This is, I have to say, very exciting for me to get sowing these, and that's why I kept this one till last. Save the best till last, I say. Just make sure that all of these are right. There's a few little left in there. I'm going to sow these first. Nice big shiny black seeds, guys. Really really gorgeous. I'm sprinkling them all across here now. Really wonderful, evenly distributed. Hansi's already been sowing some of these. He beat me to it earlier this year, and he's had great success. They've all been germinating already, but I'm a bit late with mine, sowing mine now in June. I sowed a load of cactus and seeds in February this year, but obviously just got round to sowing these other ones now as well, which is great. Now just check that these are all, there's none hiding in there. Yep, there's some more in here. Lovely shiny black seeds. So make sure they're all out here. These are easy seeds to sow because you can see them. A lot of cactus seeds are so tiny. These are sort of nice black shiny little beaded type of seeds. Yeah, like little shiny black beads. And there's some more. Make sure it's all out of the little bags here. I think that's all of them. Yep. And it's going to be gently making sure that the seeds are all spread out so they're not going to be grown all on top of each other. And as I say, I've used a bigger pot for the Epiphyllum seeds than the usual small pots, and the reason for that is because there is a lot of seeds, and they do grow quite large, sort of quite fast when you're growing these from seeds, unlike other cacti seeds that usually stay very, very small in the pot for a long time. These do grow quite large and sort of tall. So gently pressing down. I'm not going to put in any soil or anything on the top of them. I think they're going to be okay as they are. Make sure all the seeds are in there. So that's the first one done. And into the baggie. As I say, I've labelled the little labels what they are. Epiphyllum, Mrs. G. Boheme times Chi Castanengo. And using the bigger bags again with these because a bit of a bigger container in here. Just see if you can see what I'm doing on the camera there. Just check I may need to pull it back a little bit. No, that's fine. Brilliant. So that's that one done. That's the first one, and now the next one. That's it. Epiphyllum Chi Castanengo times Mrs. G. Boheme. And thank you, Shane Walsh, for gifting these cuttings that these seeds have these seeds have come from. The plants rooted very well. He gifted me probably about 3 years ago now as cuttings. And it's lovely to get flowers for the first time last year. They're flowering also this year again. So I'm going to have another go at pollinating. So just make sure that's a bit the flower head in there. Take that off. That's great. So again, sprinkling it all across. Evenly distribute. Just turn away so you can see on the camera what I'm doing here. Wonderful. So it's always good to sow seeds sort of during the spring and summer, but if you've got sort of propagators, heated propagators and lighting and all these special grow boxes, you can sort of sow seeds any time of year. But if not, it's always best to sow them either very late winter, just on the turn of the spring, or sort of early summer. Earlier the better really when it comes to that, and that's why June is sort of a bit late for me sowing seeds normally. It's certainly not late to sow seeds at all, but it is normally for me. As I say, I sowed some in February, and these ones I've been wanting the time to sow for a long time. So this week I've dedicated to sowing seeds, which has been wonderful. Just gently pressing them in there. That's it. Just check there's no little seeds hiding. There's a couple still in there hiding, so that's going to be coming out here. Yep, that's done. They're all out, I think. That's wonderful. And as I say, labelled it June 2018 when I'm sowing it, and what type of cactus it is. So that's the epiphyllums that I pollinated myself last year. So now, and that's the series of cactus seeds that I'm going to be doing now. I think I've got some chlorophytum spider plant seeds I'm going to be sowing in the next few days, but they're not cacti. So I'm ending this cacti series here for this week, and that's probably going to be me for seed sowing this year with the cacti anyway. And be putting these into the plant room upstairs where they're going to get lots of light, but away from very strong direct sunlight until they're large enough. Especially with epiphyllum, they don't like to have too intense bright sunlight. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of cactus and plant power. As always, from Ireland. Until the next video, guys. Bye.